guys, welcome back to my channel. We back with another video, and today I have a story time for y'all. And let me tell y'all, sis, I will be spilling all the tea, all of it. If y'all see me look this way, I got food and drink, like some drink. So do not do none of that extra stuff like, oh, using a group home. I'm not back here. Things happen, people go through stuff. Life is life, that's what it is. Okay, so let's get into this video. So I went into this group home called Doomsday. So I went into Doomsday around 2019. I want to say January. It was 2019 in January. That's what it was. And let me tell you, on the outside, that place looks so creepy. It looks like you're coming into like an old asylum or something. It's so creepy on the outside, I'm telling you. Okay, this is where you need to watch yourself if you do ever get in this situation. Don't become friends with nobody in there. I mean nobody, like literally nobody. To save yourself, don't become friends with nobody at all. Don't even associate yourself with people. I made that mistake. I learned from it. So while I was in this group home, I experienced so much trauma. So much trauma. Like, baby, you were about to be grown. What are you doing? Get it together. Get your shit together. Or that. Okay? We too grown to be playing with things. When I was in a group home, I had to be around like 16, 17. I don't really remember my age because I don't care. You know what I'm saying? So let me tell y'all. This group home was creepy as hell. It's in Rosemead, California. And so here's the crime you go. While I was in this group home, I had made friends. Come to find out, you cannot trust nobody, because when I was hanging out with her, I had other girls not like me.
At this moment that she knew she fucked up.
So I became cool with some of the staff members. Some of the staff members I hated, and I mean hated with all my goddamn heart. I hated them people. So little on me, I go into the group home thinking everything was gonna be okay and fine, because you know I know people that have been in group homes. No, it was nothing like that. This group home is terrible, the staff is terrible, the people in there is terrible. Simple. So let me tell y'all, I go into the group home, I'm thinking everything's gonna be fine and dandy, just okay. It was not, and I quickly learned. This is why it was not. I had this one team member who used to purposely piss me off. And I mean piss me off. We're gonna call her T, because T had me fucked up. Let me tell y'all, the T on T. She did really weird stuff. Like, okay, they check your stuff for like anything that can harm yourself or others. That's their job. That's what they're supposed to do, because you're obviously in there for something. You never know what people are in there for. And people in there are suicidal. They like to hurt people. People are crazy. You don't know who you're in a group home with. For real, for real. For real. For real. Okay? For real. So she used to go through my stuff or whatnot, and I used to have my phone. Like, I used to have like 3 phones, because one of them did not have service. The other one I used, and the other one was my old phone. So let me tell you what this bitch did. My phones go missing. And I mean missing, like nowhere to be found. I looked everywhere in my room, and I knew she did, because I was like, oh, what happened to my phone? She was like, oh, what phones? I'm like, you know what phones, my nigga. Like, don't play dumb with me. I'm not stupid. You're not stupid. Let's not do that. She was like, oh, you're not supposed to have them in your room. I said, you don't take nobody else's phone. Everybody got phones, iPads, everything up in their room. So why is that when I have a phone, it's a problem? So then I get pissed. And when I say pissed, I mean pissed. It was the next day after this. After this whole thing happened, I go to her boss, and I'm like, she took my phones, like my phones is gone, and I don't know where they are. He was like, how you know she took them? She told me she put them under your door in an envelope. I need my phones back, like now. The boss gave me my phone back. This lady's gonna come and say, well, she was being very disrespectful, and she had contraband in her room that she wasn't supposed to have. What contraband, sis? My phones are my own personal thing. That has nothing to do with you. By the way, contraband is like how you have shower stuff and lotion and all that. You're not supposed to have that in your room. You're supposed to have it in tubs in the bathroom, and you have a designated spot. So let me tell y'all, this lady decides to tell me she will F me up. So me automatically being a hothead, because you're not gonna talk to nobody that type of way, because I'm not your kid. I take a glass of water and this other staff is standing behind me, and I went like this and I poured the water on her, and then I threw the cup at the lady. Yes, I threw the cup at the lady. I did not care. So then that was cool with the girls on the other side. I met this girl. We're gonna call her Allison because her real name, we ain't gonna disclose that. So Allison, me and Allison, we're cool, we're not. Then this is where things get bad. The roommate I had left. She AWOL. AWOL means run away, not, and like either you don't come back or you do come back. Some people never come back. Your bed closes into like 5 to 7 days. So I was roommating with the new girl who transitioned over because she just turned 16, which means she's in my unit now. So in my unit there was already a lot of drama because females are just messy, point blank period. And girl on my side, me and her was really cool. People started to have problems with her. I would take her back because she's a child, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was still young. I was a little older than her. I think I was in between the ages of 16, 17. I'm 18 now, by the way. And let me tell y'all, it was one night. She was using one of my phones, and I told her to hand me my phone real quick, and she didn't. So I'm like, oh, give me my phone. She dropped the phone on her nose, and she kicked me. Kicked me.
Serious?
We don't do violence around here, baby. Everything is taken as a threat. Only because you never know who you are dealing with. I hear this girl says she was in jail because her hands are deadly weapons, her hands are registered, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever, I don't care. So she kicks me, and I'm telling her, I'm like, do you want to fight me? Like, because, you know, you started all of this stuff with me for what? Like, do you have an issue? Do you want to fight? She was like, do you? When I tell y'all, me and her start fighting, I'm like, bing, 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 bing. And we just throwing hands. When I tell y'all I threw this little girl, I really mean I threw this little girl. Like, you could have really did something, sis. You did nothing. You're not about it. Never. And these staff members were so terrible at their job. They slammed me on the floor head first. Like, are you stupid? So I got slammed on the floor head first, mind you. After she tried to fight me and I went to get back to fight her. We went to school together. Tell me why Alyssa asked to go to the school with us. The girl I don't like wanted to go to school with me. So they transferred her to my school, and she starts all this stuff. When I tell you nobody in school liked her, nobody in school liked her. So she starts doing really outrageous stuff, like starting stuff for no reason, doing all this extra stuff, like trying to get attention basically. Sis. She's an attention seeker. She just did way too much. So she starts popping it off at school, talking about how she beat me up and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, sis, you got whooped on. I don't care. That's just what it is. Everybody in school loves me anyway, so I don't care. So this is coming around the time where she was at school, and then she came home. She was like, I don't want to argue or anything, blah, 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 blah. We could just be cool. Mind you, this is when a whole lot of new girls came into my unit. It was this girl. We're going to call her Kay. She just came out of jail, mind you. Alyssa was talking about everything. Everybody, everything. Anything moving, she was talking shit. So that night, she was talking shit about me and Kay. So we go downstairs because everybody's outside, and we're like, what's the problem? Like, do you want to smoke? Like, what's up? So Kay fights her first, and then after she's done fighting her, and she lets go of her and she's done, she's like, only reason you was fighting is because I beat her up. So mind you, I've already fought this girl twice. I'll fight you again. I don't care. So I'm like, oh, it's because of me? What's up? So we fight. I beat her up, of course. Period. And then right when I let go, Kay runs back up on her and she starts fighting her. So then it was way too much stuff going on. It was like a whole lot of police called because everybody was fighting. Everybody was running around. Staff members trying to control the situation, and the staff member threatened to beat me up. It was a whole dude because I told him not to touch me. So it was all this stuff going on, everything going on, and none of the staff can take control of any of the situation. Children out there were so outrageous. Like, if me and you were to get an argument, and I'm like, I'll beat you up, staff would just stand there and watch. They literally let so many fights happen. They literally let everybody watch everything. Like, they were not taking control of nothing at all. After that fight, this is why I left the group home. This is where I was cool with these girls in my side. I'm still cool with them to this day. They really my my down white girls. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. These girls come to my side and like, oh yeah, you jumped, oh girl. I'm like, I didn't jump her. She was like, yes, you did. Even though they don't even know the story, I did not jump her. It may look like it because right when I let go, the other girl took off on her. I didn't jump her. Why would I jump her? I don't need to jump her. There's no need for that. We don't jump around here, baby. We so don't. And so they tried to fight me, and the staff was trying to protect me. Well, some of the staff was trying to protect me. The other staff was actually trying to let them get to me. So therefore, they tried to jump me. They actually ended up jumping me. I had no scratches, no bruises, no cuts, no nothing. I was perfectly fine, but I was not gonna stay there and let that keep happening. So I left. I sure did. And through the mix of all of that, the staff member let her in my room. The staff member tried to get the older girls to beat up a whole lot of girls. Actually, she was trying to get 15 and 14-year-olds get beat up. 13, 14, and 15-year-olds get beat up. Plus me, like, you're tripping. You're on one. So therefore, don't ever go to a girl home, because that shit is not it. And you're not gonna fuck with them hoes. You ain't even gonna want to be there no more. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if y'all want any more tea on your ones. That is it. Peace.